Hi YouTube, you're watching Tractor Talk with Gary. Today, we're going to get a handle on things. Specifically, this right hand grab handle from Kubota. They have one on the left that they come with. They do not come with one on the right. And I've seen a lot on YouTube, a lot of talk, where guys wish they had one on the right. Well, they offer it, but it's an option. And here's the part number for it. I got this through Gary's Tractors and Implement in Waukon, my favorite Kubota dealer. And anyway, they're run about 50 bucks. And to me, it's well worth it because it's quality. It's well made. It's the same thing as the other one, only it's the right-hand side. Comes with the nuts. And there's little plugs in here that you have to remove to put it on, and we'll get to that in a few moments. But I mow down in my pasture, and you're going to see videos of that this summer. Pretty steep places with this, and although that is going to help keep the tractor from tipping over, it sure helps keep the driver more secure. I wear my seatbelt. Anytime I go through that gate down into the pasture, I wear my seatbelt. Anytime. There was only ever been one time I didn't have my belt on, and I was pushing some brush downhill at an angle, and some sort of critter had burrowed underneath. I dropped my right front wheel in, which was the downhill wheel, and it threw me right out of the seat, right into the loader. And I brought the left rear wheel completely off the ground. And of course, when I left the seat, the engine killed. It seemed like it took it forever to kill. So we're going to get this handle on today, and that's going to be today's video. How to get a handle on things. Some of these have a plug that you remove. Mine is just tape. Now I'm going to use my knife and just poke through. And remove that. That exposes these two holes. I have to remember to pick my trash up. You're going to need a 14 millimeter wrench or socket. I'm just using an end wrench to tighten these down. Okay, that's done and on. Now to clean up my mess. Very nice. Going to be a whole lot handier. On the Kubotas, you don't get on from the right-hand side. It's not very handy, and if you have the HST, hydrostatic, you're going to have the treadle pedal in the way anyway. But I'm just used to dismounting the tractors from the left side. That's just the way that it works out around here. So anyway, the handle's on. I'm glad to have that. Real happy for that. That's going to come in, shall we say, handy to my buddy Don, who has a YouTube channel called Houndsman1. You had asked about the chain box with the retrieval magnets. If the chain box would hold up, it will now. Lid in the right place there. There. What I had to do, Don, the magnets would slide around, and I put some non-skid tape. This stuff I bought in a farm store. It's 2 inches wide by 10 feet long. I put a couple strips on for the magnets, it still wanted to move a little bit. So what I did, sorry about the jerky movement there, not the steadiest today. What I did is I fashioned a brace right here. It's threaded through this piece across here, used a U-bolt to hold that in place. It's threaded through with a nut on the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the camera where you can see that. And then I have a nut here on the bottom and a nut on the top. Pretty well pinned in place. And then I put another U-clamp around here with a little piece of angle iron squashed in under that magnet. A U-bolt with an old piece of galvanized angle iron. I'm going to see how well it works. The chain's ridden around in there for a while and it was okay, but I noticed it was moving. I don't want it moving at all. So there you go, Don. That's what I ended up with. Hope that answers that for you. Thanks for watching, Don. And by the way, for the rest of you on YouTube, the channel I was just talking about, Houndsman 1, Don is a retired Marine. He spent his years serving his country in the United States Marine Corps. And he has a great channel. Check that out. It's called Houndsman 1. O-N-E. Houndsman 1. So check that channel out. And give him a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to his channel. I know he'd appreciate it. He's got a lot of good content on there. Has a nice Massey Ferguson tractor with a cab on it. You'll get to see that featured in there. So anyway, check out Houndsman 1. What I want to show you today is my Kubota GR2120 four-wheel drive lawn tractor. And this thing is a beast. It's an absolute beast. It's got the little 3-cylinder Kubota diesel engine in it. And it's really, really good on fuel. Just sips the fuel. Kubota's really famous for that. And I think it's pretty quiet. Some people may think it's lousy. And before someone crucifies me for this, let me point it out that yes, it does have the treadle pedal. And I get along with it just fine. Sorry, I like the twin touch pedals of the John Deere. That's just what I've grown accustomed to, but this does just fine. I don't have any problems with it. It's a rather unique little lawnmower. A friend of mine mows with this too. He comes up and mows when we're on vacation. And we got talking about zero turns, and he kind of laughed and he said, "You have a zero turn." And the reason I do, if you'll notice here, these rods right here, I'm on the right side of the lawnmower. When this turns to the right, this rod moves and disengages a clutch on the inside. When you turn the other way, it doesn't matter. When you turn left, when you turn right, see the slot here? This will move. That will disengage a clutch on the back, and the inside drive wheel, when making either a right or a left turn, whichever way you go, disengages, and this thing will really turn right around. You've got a lot of room for the front wheels to turn. And it's got really aggressive tires on it. You're going to see in a few minutes what we mow. And we mow some really steep ground with it. The aggressive tires probably aren't necessary. I'd rather have a little overkill than underkill. It's got a really comfortable seat. Got the armrests on it on both sides. Hydraulic lift on the deck. It's a nice machine, 54-inch deck. My John Deere is a 54-inch deck as well. So if you're in the market for a lawn tractor lawnmower, I would suggest taking a look at the Kubota GR2120. I think you'll like what you see. It didn't take me long to fall in love with it. Really nice machine. Let's do a little demonstration of how tight this thing can turn around. We talked about how the linkage here disengages the clutches. Let's just give a little demonstration of how well that works. This is full-time four-wheel drive.